to say sorry that there was no video on Wednesday, because I just really wasn't feeling good on Wednesday, and I pretty much slept all day, and I woke up, and Wednesday was over. So, there was no video on Wednesday. I thought about putting up one Thursday, and then I decided not to. So, sorry. But today, I'll just read soft-spoken, some of my poems in here. And these are always inspired by a variety of things, whether it's a song that I'm listening to, or a quote from something, or I just look at something and it makes me think of something else, or I was in like art history lectures learning about different things, and that inspired me a lot, or whatever. Okay. The very first thing I have in here, from when I first bought this notebook, it says, "The lashes of my eyes are connected by algae. The fish do not mind me. I am mulch, unwanted sustenance, metallic rug fibers, boot tongues lurch and kick, and the old man fishes the river, pulling the muck furnishings from my open home with many rooms. They are all empty now. I live in a maze of only walls and a man who is withering. He is skin of a cartographer, river maps and erosion, a mountainside from which to dive. But again I return to my dark chamber, the snake hole with an unhinged jaw. Sweet prey I hold in my body. Climb into me as a tube, cardboard cylinder that transports the dead. During the winter, the end devours itself, and I am infinite and I am unending." And this, there are a lot of parts that I think are Sylvia Plath ones as well. I have a couple lines here that I really liked, but not the rest of it. I had certain ones that I was like, oh, I should read this. This one repeats a lot, so I can do this. This is, I think, ASMR coded because it repeats so much. "Green and greener still, the green makes trees and leaves and snakes, dragons reduced without limbs, hissing truth, burning ecstasy of marble. The world is but a green sphere of mist cast out by the breath of something or other into green grasses, green skies, green sea. The ocean is a pit of snakes slithering across each other green, scales colliding like shields, touching a green phalanx from an empire which made persecution green. A green divine saving the marble world, green until green devours itself into a prism of color. Green plastic and paper and paint make green cities, how advance of arts and crafts. Green lights cast green illumination over green shadows, where the great green serpents of the sea hold their green treasure, and the world turns green in green space until the green mist blows away, diffusing in the green sky." And that is also based off of Sylvia Plath. She has a poem called Snake Charmer. I've read it in a video on this channel, and that she talks about snakes and water, I think, so much, and I wanted to do something like that. A lot of these are just really unhappy, and so I'm trying to skip past these. This one I wrote in my car, driving home. It was super late at night. I remember this. "The fires have been put out. The fires have all been put out. It's time for bed. A candle's song is reduced to remnants on the inhale, words caught on the back of the throat, begging not to come to life. The moon likes to remain dead and pale. a vampiric cult who stalks the night, exhaling, crying tears of marble. The art litters the streets in freezing air, surrounded by a haze. The clouds of heaven are London fog or something of the sort. Breath frozen in place, words that do not die, linger in an empty air. I am the unlit cigarette in stained lips, but all the fires have been put out, and it is time for bed. I had another poem somewhere where it was talking about like an unlit cigarette, and I liked that, and so I reused that here. I apparently talk about marble a lot, which makes sense. I really like marble sculptures, like a lot. I have a bunch of favorite like art pieces and sculptures and things. Okay, I have this one. This one was the one that I had the idea of doing this from, so I hope this is good. The factory light is all blue here. The night dwellers have all been taken back to their rooms. The jaundiced sunlight is shattered into crystalline forms, each one an orphan. What stained glass fragments shine to me? It is all yellow and cold in my room, in a sunflower sunset. In the midnight hours, I still see you, sitting on a chair across from my bed, holding a bouquet of red spider lilies and white roses. Not there, but not quite gone yet either. And in that moment, all that is not me is you. Permit me to swim in you one last time. Permit one last time to be every night, while the midnight crawlers groan and shriek, and my mother died in a car crash. My mother, the earth, I ask. I reach my hand out, knowing you're a mercurial reflection. Your mother, the woman, you say, with the eyes of a bug, glazed over and all-seeing. That woman is the earth, I cry. That woman is the earth. When I wrote that, I really liked it. I liked it so much. That woman is the earth was my favorite thing for so long. And then I have 3 in a row that I'll read that are all Death Note references. Because it was while I was watching Death Note for the first time. So, okay. A gray light fills the air where an angel has just taken to killing all sinners. The world will continue to be goodness ruled by evil, where your eyes are clear sky, reflections of the oceans, filling me in watercolor. Across the world, Mary holds Christ and Apollo holds Daphne, but here you hold me. Here you hold me. And that's really short, but light yawned me. That started, I think, actually just because I was like, I want to make a poem with a Death Note reference. But I have more. The night falls like white diamond tears spilling across the floor of the earth, where stars drive constantly. The sky is filled by the sounds of engines in an automotive Elysium. 428, where I lay pale on the side of the road in a scorched earth landscape. Grayscale vintage photos. I have dreams where I die until I wake up, reincarnated but prepared to die again. The sun rips me apart. My hours have been married to the night, guardian angel of death who embraces me in my sleep. She has no eyes. My body falls like the morning attire of night into the peaceful sleep found only in a bed of snow. And it was 4:28 a.m. when I wrote that, and I remember that, and that's why it says 428. But I liked the guardian angel of death line a lot. Okay. The war drums of morning are sounding, and the sunrise has red eyes. She is in love with death, and I have met her gaze. Fire dancer, flame kisser, the sun burns my hands that hold it. Celestial body, cosmic enigma, she reaches many hands out to me, foresees many futures, in all of which I am dead. She is beautiful, the withered forest garden tended by the moon. My eyes are a torrential spring. Tidal patterns shift. I am a servant of the night, moon worshipper, midnight siren, the shore where all ships do sink. I really like, she's in love with death a lot, and the fire dancer flame kisser, and obviously that's about Misa. And Misa's in love with light. And that made me really mad, actually. Like, in the show. Because Light was so mean to her. I was very passionate about that show while I watched it. It was like all I was talking about. And my profile on everything was Misa for like a couple months after that. But I don't think these were really like my best poems by any means. But they were the ones that I was like, oh yeah, I can read that and put that on the internet. But anyway, I can do this again with more if anyone ever wants. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and I will see you Monday.